Hey everyone, how y'all doing out there? This is your boy Scooby. We're back with another board game unboxing. In today's video, we will be unboxing the latest game from Starling Games. This is Everdell, the complete collection. This game was produced by Tabletop Tycoon. Um, and today's game, like I said, it is Everdell, the complete collection. And I'm doing something a little bit different this time. I've actually recorded the video with no sound, and I'm here recording the sound as I'm watching the video. So this is gonna be something different for me as we unbox Everdell, the complete collection. So as it states, this is the complete version of the Everdell series with all 5 games and expansions. That is the base game Everdell, the first expansion Pearlbrook, the second expansion Spirecrest, the third expansion Belfair, and the new expansions to the group New Leaf and Mistwood. So the game itself came in this pretty sturdy and pretty decorative box, I would say. I still have this box. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet, but I didn't want to throw it away because it was so nice. So I just kept it, and I'm going to do something with it sooner or later. I may post a couple of pictures of what I end up doing with it. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. Maybe just color in the different pictures on each side, and kind of just keep them as a display. So we're going to go ahead and get into this wonderful box so that we can see all of our goodies that came with this expansion, with this complete collection rather. Everdell, the complete collection, the Kickstarter for this was back during 2021, and I received my copy in November of 2022. Currently, the complete collection is still being sold. Like I said, the game is produced by Tabletop Tycoon. They are the publishing company for Starling Games. And they still have, of course, they still have the complete collection for sale on the Tabletop Tycoon website. It came with a nice little sticker on it, and this sticker is to indicate that there are some promo cards inside, specifically for the husband and wife, or now known as the harvester and the gatherer mice companions. The overall box is amazing. It's a very hefty box. I think it's between 20 and 25 pounds with everything inside of it. It's a very, very big box. It sits on the top of my gaming shelf. Um, but I just love going through it anytime I get a chance to. And I just love bringing it to the table. I have gotten many of my family and friends hooked on Everdell since I've gotten this game. And they have since bought their own versions of Everdell. So it really is a wonderful way to get people into the Everdell universe. Right here, I'm just looking at the back of the box. Point out different um, specific things that are just new to the complete collection that were not in any other edition. Of course, I'm pointing out the new expansions, like I said, Mistwood and New Leaf, as well as they mentioned all of the other base games and the other expansions. Now, come on, let's go ahead and get into this box, because that's what everybody's waiting on. We're going to get into this box. As you can see, I was very timid with my opening because it was very large. I did not want to mess up anything on the inside. So they gave us this one sheet insert, and because the box is so large and so comprehensive, if you will, they wanted to make sure that you just understood how each storage system works and where everything goes back into the box so that you put everything in and out the right way. And of course, on the back, they give you the instructions for assembling the Evertree, which it boxes unassembled, and you take it out and assemble it, and you get instructions to assemble all of the wonders that you need for Pearlbrook. So the first cardboard punch outs here, they are for the Pearlbrook wonders. They are for the different items used for Spirecrest. They are for the webs used for Mistwood, some point tokens. They're also the basic events for the base game. On the next cardboard cutout, we have our open signs for our red destination cards. We have our different punch boards we need for our wonders. We have more items we need for Spirecrest. We have our events we need for the Balefare expansion. On our third cardboard punch out, we have more point tokens. We have some new basic events for city cards and purple cards. We have our tickets. We have for New Leaf. We have our golden occupied tokens. We have other tokens we need for Balefare and more events for Balefare. So that's 3 cardboard punch boards that have different items that we be using in each the base game and each of the expansion games. We have just a little insert from other games for Tabletop Tycoon, and we have the announcement of the new Everdell digital game. Of course, I'm a big fan of Everdell, so of course I have the digital version of Everdell. It's pretty cool. Right now, we just have the base game in there, but they expect to add the expansions soon enough. Like I said, the Evertree, it stays unassembled in its own case, and you have all the different portions. The complete collection did come with the wooden Evertree. It is very sturdy. It's always fun to try to, not to try, it's always fun to put it together because it doesn't have that much give to it. So it definitely stays together throughout the playing session, and you can it pretty easily comes apart once it's time to put it away into its case. It's 4 pieces, 2 parts of the base of the tree, then the first level of the tree that has your special events, and the top level tree that will have your workers for each season: spring, summer, and autumn. Here we have all of the critters from the base game and all of the expansions. Just kind of give you a little scale size. I hold up that mouse for you to see how the size of it compared to my fingers. I think I have pretty probably larger than normal fingers, but that's all. Just to give you a scale size, that was one of the spiders that you use as both a basic critter in the game as well as your opponent in Mistwood. In the middle, we have all of the big critters that you will be using in the Spirecrest expansion, as well as the big spider. I forget her name, but the big spider that you use in Mistwood. Like I said, these are all of the critters from every game and expansion. And you get all 6 critters, all 6 workers, as well as your worker for Pearlbrook and your worker for Spirecrest. Here we have the 2, and these are novels, y'all. These are big novels, and I have read through both of them a few times, and it's just it's wonderful to see it. So the Gilded Book is the complete, allow me to say, the complete instruction book for the entire Everdell series. It has the setup for every game. It has how to play for every game. It has the scoring for every game. You see how thick that book is? The scoring for every game. And it has the rules when you go to play the games in combinations with each other. At the end of the book, it does have a advertisement for the tales for the from the Golden Acorn, and we'll get to that just a little bit later. This book is it's called the Archive, and it just has all of the cards, what they do, how they interact with the other cards, what you can do, what you can't do. It also talks about all the forest cards and their functions, the river destinations, the Spiral Crest weather cards. It has everything as far as the different cards and their rules and what you need to do to use them and how they interact with the other cards. In our next insert, we have the saddles. These are the saddles that you'll use for your big critters and in Spirecrest. And I know these are the rubber saddles. These are not the original hard saddles that came out with Spirecrest when its Kickstarter happened. And I was following the comments in the complete collection Kickstarter as it was happening. There was a bit discussion about those saddles, and so everybody's game. If you this game, the complete collection only comes with the rubber saddles. You don't get the old wood saddles, the old hard plastic saddles. This is the golden coins. So so while you do get the regular punch board coins for 1, 3, and 6, you also the collection does come with the golden coins for 1, 3, and 6. And of course, they're different sizes, so that you know if you picked up a 1 coin, a 3 coin, or a 6 coin. It's very solid material. Like I said, it's golden. It's kind of thick, and then it's fun to pluck up like it's a regular coin, pluck it in the air, whatever. So it's very good. These are the berries, and these are the squishy berries that from the first game. It's not as squishy as I thought it would be, but it is kind of squishy. I expected it to be a little bit more squishy. As you see, I'm poking my fingernail into it, and it's going out probably like maybe an eighth, maybe a quarter of an inch. So it's pretty squishy. It is a good feel. You want berries to be. I understand the need for the squishy berries, so it was very easy on the hands. Oh, those are the wooden occupied tokens. So we have the basic, the cardboard occupied tokens, and now we have the wooden occupied tokens. Okay, let's go on to the next insert here. These are the stickers for both our wooden occupied and golden occupied tokens. This is the score pad, the expanded score pad to allow for 6 players and to allow for scoring for all the expansions. This is our lovely pouch that's going to be used in New Leaf for the train situation. You put all of the different resource tokens you see over there on the right hand side on the cardboard box or the cardboard insert. You're going to put all of those tokens in this bag, and then whenever you do a certain action, you'll go into the bag and pull out a token, and that's the resource you get from doing a selected action. These are the 6 player boards as well as the 2 player boards for Mistwood. The 6 player boards are just for the playing of the game to keep your resources. And we know that the Mistwood boards tell you specific actions that are done in that expansion as you're competing against the new solo mode Mistwood. This is the bottom insert. This holds all of the boards of the game, and it's a nice velvety situation where it just feels good to the hand, and it keeps those boards pretty sturdy. This is the box that we were going to put all of our wonders and all of our open signs in once we put them together. These are all of the stickers that are for every single critter, front and back, and you get extras in case you mess up. It took me approximately a couple of hours to put all of the stickers up there for all 23 critters. Their their Pearlbrook and their Spirecrest critter, as well as all of the big critters. Now let's look at some cards. Let's look at some cards. See, it's a lot of cards. Um, According to the Kickstarter, it's over 250 critter and construction cards. That's a lot of cards. You're only playing with, if you're only starting out with the base game, then of course you're only going to play with, a certain amount. But, those crazy cats out there, which I am one of them, I'm going to mix all the games together and I'm going to have a deck of 250 plus cards. So these are all of the basic cards. You have Architect, the Fool, the Historian, the Husband, who's also the Harvester. We have the Innkeeper, the Judge, King, Minimal. I see a Queen. I see a Ranger. I see the Teacher, the Wanderer. These are the Wife. These are all the cards that came in the base game. And then it goes into some constructions. I think I saw a school back there. So let's see what else. So those are the cards. Um, well, obviously not all the cards, but those are the majority of the cards. Like I said, there's over 250 cards. All right. So we're going to look at the game board. So this is the base game board. As you can see, we have our basic locations. We have the locations for all of our basic events. Here is the Pearl Brook expansion. This is the first expansion of Everdell. Its game board goes on the left-hand side, as you can see on the screen. Next is Spirecrest. This is the second expansion of Everdell. Its game board comes here at the bottom of the screen. The third expansion, Belfair, its game board goes at the top of the screen, as you can see, and it all I appreciate that they all just really connect, and it doesn't look like a forced connection. They actually do connect in a way that the background rather, just kind of seamlessly continues to flow into that area of the game board, you know. And before I would always say, well, it's almost like they meant to do this, but even if they didn't mean to do this, when they came up with the next game, they probably stated, well, we just got to make sure that it seamlessly fits into the base game in a way so that it doesn't look like a distraction, right? We want everything to look um, cool. We want everything to look as precise, perfect as possible. So, like I said, that's Balefare. That's the third expansion, and its board goes at the top. And finally, we have New Leaf, which is the fourth expansion, and its game board goes here on the right side of the board. So if you ever, which I know I will, I don't know if you will, but if you ever decide that you want to play an entire Everdell complete collection game, this is what your game board is going to look like. And it's going to be fun when I finally get, if I can get about four, no, let's not say four, if I can get three people that can become solid Everdell enthusiasts, I think I can put them and we can play a complete collection. So this is the Everdell Deluxe Resource Vessels. So this is where we're going to put all of our coins and all of our different resources into, and we're going to set them on the game board, around the game board, as we're using those resources and coins. So in our resource vessel box, We have we have 3 walnuts that we use for our point tokens. We have 2 acorns that we will use for our wooden occupied and golden occupied tokens. We have our basket for our berries. We have our mine cart for our pebbles. We have our stump for the resin. We have our twig barge for the twigs. We have 6 leaves for our event cards. And we have the shell for our pearls for Pearlbrook. And these actually fit into the insert that's 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 for the all of the tokens and all of the coins. So you can put the coins and your tokens and your resources into these resource vessels and then put the vessels into the insert that's in the complete collection box and they will sit right into that insert. This is the Tales from the Green Acorn. This is a world building book, storybook about the history of Everdell. And I just love this book. I knew I was going to get it as soon as I saw that it was available. So I bought it along with my complete collection, and I just love this book. I've gone through it several times, and it's just, the cards themselves already have the history, and then it's an extra history when the instruction books have history along with them. The different songs, especially in Belfair's instruction book, where it talks about 100 years history, right? Because the Belfair is supposed to be the 100-year celebration of Everdell. But this here Tales from the Green Acorn book, it takes an even deeper dive into the history and the lore of Everdell. Right here, you see the every year calendar, and then we talk about the great Corn Evertail, the founder, and the first king of Everdell, all of his tales around to journey to get to Everdell. Um, and then it just really goes into the history and into the happenings, the first 100 years of Everdell, and then the present and the future. So Tales from the Green Acorn, I highly suggest getting it. If you have not gotten it, if you want it, definitely go get it. It's worth it. I also received the the map poster as well as art prints. So there's art prints for each game, and then there's a map, a full map of Everdell. And I think you kind of saw it when I opened up the Tales from the Green Acorn book. You saw the map, but I'm going to open up even larger for you. So this is the art print for the first game, the base game of Everdell. This is the art print for Pearlbrook. This is the art print for Spirecrest. This is the art print for the Belfair. This is the art print for New Leaf. This is the art print for Mistwood. And this is the art print for the complete collection. So I don't know what I still haven't hung them up. They're still in that packaging that you see. I haven't hung them up anywhere yet. I plan to hang them up. I don't know if I'm gonna put them all in the same frame or in separate frames. I haven't decided yet, but at some point they're gonna go into a frame for safekeeping and a good display. Now I think I'm gonna go back and get that map I was telling y'all about. So that's the map in the book. But here is the showstopper for me. This is a map of all of Everdell. I'm going to try my best not to destroy it. This map is just a look at the map, y'all. This is a map of Everdell, and it is just beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. All right, that's everything I have here for you guys. Thank you for joining me in this unboxing of Everdell, the complete collection, and I will see you all next time.